So this is my MakerFarm 10-inch i3v. Right now I'm just printing PLA because I've got it in my dining room. So I'm just printing PLA. Some things I did. You know, the super light 360 watt power supply fits in the holes. You know, you just need some, the frame, at least the 10-inch frame, had 4 holes that were the right size there. And I just got some M4 by about 10 or 12 millimeters to go through and mount the power supply. My power supply is all ring terminals, or fork terminals. So they're all crimped. My power cord, I drilled some extra holes to just tie it down. I did a lot of extra little holes to organize the wires and give places to tie onto. I do avionics for a living, so tying up stuff like this is kind of what I do. Some little examples of some stuff I've been printing. I have been looking at doing some like extruder fan upgrades, print fan. I gotta move the hot end cooler around, or use a little one to do a different print cooler, but mostly everything from the printer end is stock. I did do some working on I put the insulation between the bed and the plywood. My plywood warped a little bit. It probably would have warped less if I had used the insulation sooner than later. But there's 2 layers of like canvas, and in the middle is like oven mitt material. So you can kind of see there that I tie everything up. I've worked out a lot of the little creaks of it. You know, you have to tighten some stuff up. I put some washers there to kind of make things real tight without chewing into the wood. One thing I did to the extruder is I'm always worried about, the wires coming loose, and then want everything moving around. So I have everything tied up pretty well coming off the hot end. A hexagon with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. So I have the wires tied to the motor, and then I drilled a hole across the extruder inside of the last screw hole, the mounting around it, to give one last place for the wires to tie to before they come up, and I got everything tied together. If worse comes to worse and I have to change something here, what I'm thinking of doing is doing a plug here and just have a plug-in extruder. That way I could take the X carriage off and just work on it, put it back on, and plug it in. So just trying to think a little modular. I don't know. Is that even a word? So the Z end stop here is a little bit of a pain, but it works. I had to straighten out the little tang on the switch. You can see I've kind of tied everything up really good. Got everything tied up. I even neatened up the little cord for the rivet cable. So drill little extra holes and give yourself places to tie stuff to. That's one word of advice. My ramps board, everything went pretty smooth with that. It's been working good. Every once in a while I just check the tension of the screws here. I did order some, they're kind of flat tang crimp-on attachments that might work better than just jamming wire underneath the, into the terminal. I might try that, but I ran one set of, my wire is probably a little bit big for the application. Sorry, it's a little blurry here, but I ran 2 sets of thick wire. I think this is 16 gauge. Yeah, it's 16 gauge. I'm pretty sure. Aircraft wire. And I had some like 12 gauge. Not that important for me because I'm running the heat bed relay here. But because you have to split some stuff off, and you have more things to feed than just the number of sets of terminals on the power supply, I drilled 2 holes here through the board, and I just made a power pickoff kind of place for constant power. And my extruder fan runs all the time, full speed, just to cool the hexagon hot end. And I just kind of keep things neat. And I know someone had a question about the wiring up the heat bed relay. There's 2 buses here, kind of. This is just a common. I don't think it goes to anywhere. But this gets turned on and off. So this is the negative, common, and this is the positive common. And it gets turned on and off. A little hard to explain now that I think of it. But everything is working good. Just give yourself some extra places to tie things. I just drilled holes. That's my magical word of advice. I haven't even hooked the thing up to my computer yet because my computer is way over there. And I've just kind of stowed my cord there. So that's my printer in brief so far. Thanks for watching.